if you want to start the stream, because I'm going to do just anything in this browser, that'd be great.
Progressing, dancing.
All right. Apparently, you said nothing to them.
Oh, you've said nothing.
He has said nothing. Terra is lazy and cannot be trusted.
I'm reading.
He's reading. He doesn't know how to. It's kind of how he is. You just see what's within the Connect cases.
163 Microsoft points.
Microsoft point. Just for context, I've picked up a Connect sensor. You can see it on another channel. And this is he's reading through some of the Connect stuff. That's what he does. All of a sudden. But yeah. How's it going? But in this stream, we're aiming to do a bit more of the Colmore stuff. Don't know how long this live stream is going to be, but let's see what we can get done. So the box that is all the Colmore stuff sadly fell out of the box. Did all of it fall off, or just a few bits?
Just a few bits.
But essentially, apart from the fact that there is an Alien Conquest ship in here, this is all that's left to deal with from the box. So that's kind of where we're at on these things. So I'm just gonna sort of the bed here, and the two of us are just gonna get busy fixing out what we got. Hopefully we can get more of these figures back on the shelving. So first minifigure, we can actually go back up. Got a Phase 1 clone from 2008. And apparently we have sweets on this shelf. I wonder why that happened.
My sweets.
Put them above you on the TV series shelf. More accessible. It's done a solid job. Obviously, there's a bit still to go if you're able to do that. I guess obviously it's been glued, but you've still done a brilliant job on it. That's what makes it look more interesting.
Can tell that I just slathered it on.
Yeah, but I think you had to. Yes, I have Vader. A lot of people come in and ask me these questions. It's like, no one ever asks if I have the super rare stuff. Everyone always asks what I've got. Yes, I've got a few Vaders. I've got a Vader up there. There's a different Vader down here. There's a Vader in Cloud City. There's another Vader there in Cloud City. There's a few Vader. There's a Vader there. A few Vaders. Hey, how's it going? I did not pre-order GTA 6 yet, no. But I am going to be getting it. I was broke when the pre-orders went live, but it is something I plan to pick up. Next figure we're going to add back is... what else we got? Ready to go. Like I said, some minifigures are just directly going into a drawer. What happened to the bag that had all the Old Republic stuff in it?
I think that's that back there.
That's cool, because I've seen some Old Republic troopers. But essentially, all these modern era clone troopers that I've got, or the vast majority of them, will not be on the shelf. Like stuff like this, we are just going to put into the minifigure drawer. So we're here. Clone troopers. I don't display absolutely everything. Right, it's a custom clone trooper there. Got another phase 1 from 08 we can just throw right back on the shelf. Working on some of my Cold War shelving. This might be a short stream, just to point that out to people. I don't foresee this being very long. Here, this rug, your foot. There we go. It was one pain, it was annoying me. Hey, how's it going? Put this over here. I know we're continuing the preparation for the room tour. Is that random cassette we found?
Right there. Should be edges.
We're going through some things. No, we already know what it is.
What is it?
Toss it in with other stuff. We don't need it anymore. Throw it.
I think I'm ready to do it off my hands.
What?
I think I'm ready to do it off my hands.
But yeah, the goal is to continue to get ready to get the shelving ready. We're working on the Clone Wars shelf because I've got a room tour video that I've been meaning to get out very badly, and this is part of the preparation towards that. So like I said, a lot of these more modern clone troopers that I've got in here are like these ones from the battle pack from last year, are pretty much going to be in a drawer till I figure out what I'm doing with those. Because it's going to help me out a bit. Got, for example, one that can go on the shelf. Got Count Dooku's pilot droid. A couple of the separatist ones fell, but I think we must have knocked into the shelf. That can be a problem at the best of times. It's unfortunate, but I'm torn between that idea. Do I buy a bunch of the CMF kind of tiles, those plates, and have them stand on those? But when I realise how much of my collection that I like to have on display, I then realise how much that actually is in terms of what I've got to buy. So, you know, that number would climb relatively quickly. Something we can't get on the shelf. I'm great. How are you? I bought plenty of these a while ago, the 2013 version, so a whole bunch of them with the Captain Rex from that era will look cool. See, that looks great. So again, there's quite a few things. I'll say a couple more live streams until I can get that video filmed, just to get stuff done. We've got a Geonosian there, and not all modern clones are going to go in the drawer, but a vast majority is a zombie Geonosian. The vast majority of the figures will end up just being in the drawers when it comes to modern clones, because there's not too many of them that I feel are worth displaying, at least for me. I'm more retro when it comes to my taste in those. We've got a custom clone trooper here, one of my many custom wolf packs. I went for a phase of buying quite a lot of custom clone troopers for a while. No, but no, how's everyone else doing? I don't actually know. I've got these two custom. I think it's Boost and Sinker from the Wolfpack. Is who these two custom clones are. Suppose I have put other custom clones up here, so it wouldn't matter too much if these ones go up as well. That is going to go there for now. See, when I was before I started doing things like Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga physically in Lego, which is a series I've been doing for a while, over a year at this point, I was collecting a lot of custom clone troopers. I say a lot, like I was buying probably. It started off like the cheap ones, then I started to gradually start buying the high-end ones. So I didn't buy a lot, but got quite a few. So that'll be fun to point out when we do the room tour part of it. That's going. We'll keep one of these more modern clone troopers out on the shelf, but the rest of them, they will not be on the shelf. I'll keep two out actually. The vast majority of those clones I will not do anything with. That's where Battle Droid is going away. Yeah, at least you know what it's still identifiable. There's one. So I'll keep two of those guys out on the shelf. I've got about 20 of them, but they're my favourite clones to display. Got many. We got a Plo Koon ready to go back up. So this live stream might only be like half an hour long. Might get another one later on. I don't know. It's part of the week. It'll when I go back to work and stuff. I'll just like small live streams just in preparation. Right, we need a clone trooper visor for this guy. Helmet with black visor should be some. There it is, sorted. This is the commander from the 2009 battle pack, which is a set I do need to pick up at some point. I've got multiple of the figures that were in that set, but I'd like the actual walker to be on the display. I don't know if you find anything. I'm looking for some of the custom clones just to get them sorted, because those will be near the front, because some of those are pretty damn cool. Savage needs this little bit that goes on the end. It's like an axe piece. It'll be in here somewhere. I did see it. But I'll be clearing away some of the more modern stuff just to get it out of the way. I'll put you up there and you up there, so those are custom figures that need bits found. There we go, that's helping. Oh, notification, what's going on here? Yes, Tim, you try to give me stuff for free that I don't want. It's free stuff if I spend money. Yes, I know you like to do the tech death scene. I'm aware that that's funny to you. Because it is.
Yes, it is.
It's got the silver assassin droid. I just need to find the black one. Why did you laugh? Should hit you for that. No, that's the rocket arm one, so that one can go up. Yeah, I'll keep that one on display, seeing as it is the rocket arm variant. That is worth keeping out. That was the Clone Wars specific one. Yes, yes. Yeah, the hair form.
Trying to find the actual hair.
And some more modern Anakin from the Clone Wars. He'll go down this way next to the Obi-Wan. So those are more like updated versions of the early seasons minifigures. I don't like you gonna go back. Annoying. Bomb Squad Clone Trooper. Put them up there. Let's see, we've got a Clone Wars Yoda we can throw up. So that I have most of the Clone Wars figures that exist, but not all of them. The select few that I don't yet own. Pre-Visual and the Tactical Droid are the two expensive ones I don't have, irritatingly. Which annoys me because I really do want the pre-visual on the tactical droid. I've tried that. I've considered for a while just buying the sets that they originally came in. So tactical droid was Mace Windu Starfighter, which is a slightly expensive set. And then you have Pre-Vizsla, who comes in his own Starfighter, which is not in any way a non-expensive set. I think like what, 250 is usually the minimum that set sells for, some number like that. Are you just taking up all the helmets that you can find? Thank you. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suspect such. I'm just taking bits for figures that are not going back on. This is one of the custom ones. I got that off David, actually. Well, he bought it and wanted rid of it. So I traded him a whole bunch of sequels. Hey, I was going a bunch of sequels minifigures for it.
Yeah.
Because he thought they were rare and exciting. Because in his mind, well, they're not going to make them again. Doesn't mean they're wanted, though. Bought another Bomb Squad Trooper. We got another one that I'm going to have to figure out where he's going. But there's no way he's going in a drawer. It's Ian Solo, or Ian, as they keep calling him in the cartoon. Because, you know, annoyingly, Lego never thought to put the name tag on the minifigure. They decided they could save money with this figure by giving him the Han Solo torso from the Carbonite one, which is correct, but I'd like his name printed on it, at the very least. I'll put him up here. Right, you're going in the box, as are you, and you, and you. And you. Not yet. It's the lighter brown colour. It's like a chocolate brown colour. But we are getting through this a bit more like that colour, yes. Right, so that's coming off, as is that. I suppose actually no, this one can be repaired, seeing as it is a rocket arm. I like the rocket arm battle droids more than I like the regular ones. Because I've got rockets on their arms, man, what more could I want? And I suppose we've got the more modern Phase 2 Rex, who does not currently have a rangefinder. He can have the new style one. I'm not that bothered. So, yeah, but we're just organising minifigures onto the shelf if you're just joining. Super Battle Droid. Right. Old Rex. Is that Rex? I think so, yeah. I don't know where Old Rex is going. What do you think? Goldman Rex.
Mm.
I don't know where on the display he would make sense. There is the occasional minifigure like that where they figure out who got to decide. Got another ARF Trooper from 2011 ready to go back on. That's right. Correct. We've got Savage Press to go back on as well. In 2028, I want to do a video called called 20 Years of Lego Clone Wars Figures, or 20 Years of Clone Wars Figures. So I have almost all of them at the point where I could do it. I might go on brick set after this and actually try and figure out which ones, because there's the obvious ones I know I don't have. I don't have R8B7. I do not have Pre-Vizsla. I don't have the Tactical Droid. I don't have any of the Clone Wars figures for the most part that have recently been released. There's the odd ones that I just don't have. But want to get. 100% want to get those. That's a regular Super Battle Droid, so it's going in the drawer. So there's a little collage, because on the top shelf, you've got all the 2014 or before clones. This is 2015 and after. It's nice mix of both. Right, this is the Geonosis one. That will not be going back on my shelf because I'm not a fan of those. Because I'm not canon. Those clone troopers didn't exist, technically. Whereas this guy, he needs a double-bladed blue lightsaber as well. We've got a single-bladed. I suspect his blades popped off. But I have that many spares from Anakin's. I will take this and we can always sort Anakin out later. So there's Pon Krell, best Star Wars character. Well, he's not as bad as the current worst Star Wars character. Disney made so many bad characters that redeemed Pon Krell. Think about that for a moment. Well, what would you rather own a minifigure of? Him or the Martez sisters? I'll say that this is quite a valuable minifigure now. I'm not sure what this guy's selling for. I've had this one a while. Do you see any more Anakins within there?
No, I just see the one. And that's the one I'm holding.
He's not particularly important at the moment. Mostly because I have got one of those on the shelf, so we'll find it here. It could be in another box. There's a few situations like that with my display. Super Bat as Commando.
He's in a different box.
Technically, he now has this hairpiece, and it looks okay. That'll be fun when I find it again in 6 months on that door. Commando Droid Captain. That's a minifigure people hate the new one of because they're the wrong colour.
Why is there a Carol Flames?
That's a torch from Lego Indiana Jones.
That's a carrot.
For context viewers, he's camera shy, but I've got another person down here. I'm not crazy, it looks like this. And this is the pile that we are Oh, poke your eyes out. Until someone starts commenting, it's a bullshit to do that. Or, someone starts commenting and that's unfair treatment. Yeah, we just need to fix 5s. Quick, get the gun.
Quick, get Commander Fox.
He's over there. They should be displayed next to each other. Yes, I like to irritate the Star Wars fandom that I'm part of. I should build a little kiosk. I don't want a coffee date. Or running through a field of flowers together. Because they're friends.
Double-sided hilt.
I've got to come up with a double-sided hilt. This man's dangerous. Let's see. This guy's good to go. It's a clone trooper that I said I'd buy more of, and I've said that every year I did a clone army and never did. Horn Company clone troopers from 2011. Because they are a nice clone. Technically, they're the Eve Koff clones as well. So if you get a hold of Eve Koff, it's a solid look. Right. You're ready to go. These two I will have to get helmets on to go for. Which is fine because the helmets will be in here anyway. I'm not promising to do all this in this stream. I'm just doing some of it while we wait for something else to happen. So, yeah, there'll be more streams even after he leaves, focusing on the room prep stuff. Okay, I'll take these two for now. And this guy here, because he's ready to go. And that one. We'll make a dent in it. Even if this stream ends at the 30-minute point, we still did something. So there we go, got black and silver assassin droids in it. And they knocked over the grey one. Brilliant. Ah! God damn it. I hate the minifigures that are capable of doing that. Do you want these two regular ones just for space or going in the drawer? The only one I'm keeping out on my display are the rocket arm ones because those don't fall down half as much. This ringtone means you're being murdered, or that the Joker has given you new villains to fight. I'll let my audience decide which one's a more accurate statement. Alright.
What's supposed to be attached to this?
1 second.
Lightsaber hilt for the white assassin droid.
Yeah? Let me see. Oh, that's not for him.
No.
That's part of a Grievous. If I'm right, those are spare Grievous arms. Yes, look, because the Grievous is on there. Yeah, those are just spare Grievous arms. Hey, how's it going? We're just working on the Clone Wars shelf. And we got the White Assassin droid. It's actually an original trilogy character. It comes from the 2008 Death Star. But if you're just joining the stream, we're just reorganizing the shelving, getting the place looking decent. But yeah, no, I didn't pre-order any of that stuff. Like I said, I bought a new Xbox in order to play it. No, I've not pre-ordered it, but we're just working on all of this. It's looking great. Special down here. Like I said, most of the more modern Clone Wars figures I do want to keep, but in terms of this, like, see if I had the display that I ideally wanted, and trust me, this is not far from that. The way all this looks is brilliant. I would show you what he's done with a battle droid, but I like being allowed to post content online. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with you? Check out Terrakiller T1 on YouTube for if you're mentally ill. It's that guy. You should join in the comment section and just say things. See, the problem is I encourage his behaviour. Yeah. I like that. It's like all the different clone troopers. See, this era of clone troopers is probably the best. 2008 through 13. Because we've got loads of legions that we've never had. Like, granted, we've got a few new ones in the last few years, but they don't look good. What's a clone trooper you think looks bad?
Clone trooper?
Yeah, clone trooper you think looks bad. Because me and the majority of my audience are of the opinion that the original Clone Wars lineup ones from 2008 to 13 are the best looking ones. So that's anything that's really up here. Whereas I think things with helmet holes and printed on waist capes look like crap. Considering that the figure's up there somewhere, up the back. Considering in 2012 we got a clone trooper with the Kama, the waist cape, everything, the shoulder pauldrons, all physical. 2012 Arc Trooper, yeah. We have the Lego War Criminal.
Yes.
So this is one of these are my favourite customs I've ever bought that are not the complete saga. Coruscant Riot Troopers. I might have a look on this page. I'll show you guys. So there's a guy on Instagram. He's called Tom Builds, and he makes some interesting stuff. Like he makes people who make custom clone troopers make them look as much like the film as possible. But this guy makes them in the style of 2008. Makes them look even cooler. Like I could use those with the regular clones from that time, and it would work. Right, I will have one of these on the shelf, I suppose, even though I was never huge fans of these clones. Actually, no, I didn't mind the 501st Jet Troopers. The clones were still okay at that point. There is, however, since everybody likes positivity, one Modern Clone Trooper that I do like, but only one. Thank you. Someone who doesn't play Roblox or do ASMR. I played Roblox once as a teenager and never got fully into it. And ASMR, I don't get the whole why would you enjoy people whispering? I don't get it. Anyway. You look confused. No. This is the one Modern Clone Trooper I think is alright. What do you think of this one? Still doesn't have any helmet holes to ruin it.
Yes.
Clone Pilot from last year. I would not mind a couple more of those. There will be a Clone Army in 2027. I just couldn't do this year because the way things were at that point in May. Funny enough, you were actually here when that video would have happened if it had happened. Nope, all you'll find here is Lego Star Wars, the occasional other Lego theme like Pharaoh's Quest or Indiana Jones, and far too much retro games and different movie formats. That's all you're going to find here. We're a good channel. Do you know, that's the funny thing, right? I've had people comment my streams for reasons like that. People who, granted, they are fans of Lego or Star Wars, they'll come on and watch me at night because apparently my voice helps people fall asleep. Or they'll watch it because it relaxes them if they're in a stressed out state. A co-worker of mine, right, who's watched my stream says it's like listening to he calls it my psychiatrist voice. You know laughing at. I do have another host, he's down here. For people who think I might be insane. But yeah, people watch my stuff because they find it relaxing. He watches it because he thinks it's funny. What have I ever said that's funny? You're thinking, mate, he's not allowed to say. Can you?
No.
He's trying not to laugh. We'll come to the hardest try not to laugh challenge. But yeah, some people do find this relaxing. I'm well aware of that. Right. We'll do a few more figures. What time are we on? It's more about having that room secure.
Almost halfway.
We're doing quite well in terms of progress, getting these clone. We're just fixing minifigures to go back on the shelf, but I want it to look perfect for the room tour since I kind of have to make that up to you guys, seeing as there was no Clone Army video this year. Highly requested video that may be able to come back. I don't see the point in the whispering for I don't get that. I really don't. But apparently some people, you understand that?
No.
Would you watch it?
No.
Why not?
I think it's silly.
There you go. He sums up. It's a bit silly. What you got there?
Grievous.
I took off the additional Grievous arms because they're very loose. I need to buy a new version. You dare me to try ASMR for a minute? I don't even know how you do that. I have no idea how I'd go about doing that. Hey, here's some customs as well that are pretty cool. They're from, and this guy does the most obscure clone troopers, which is what makes it cooler. Should be another body that looks a bit like that. There we go. Should be another helmet that's printed similar. Should have a thing on the top. Let me find it. So these are customs I want to show off. These are more of the Tom Builds customs from Instagram. I ordered from him once, and I tell you one thing, considering he's in the US, I'm in the UK, the quickness of the shipping was crazy. It's here in 10 days. And I didn't have to pay a fortune for the shipping, as I would have thought. One second, I'm trying to find the helmet to one of them. Yeah, he'll be in here. I don't know where he's going. Probably up with the Imperial stuff, actually.
I know it's meant to be K2SO, but
You can use them either way.
yeah. They are very annoying to destroy in the Jedi games.
Alright, I'm trying to find another helmet that's similar to that one. It is an original Clone Wars style helmet.
All helmets are there.
Every single helmet. It is a phase 1 helmet. We're checking. for. I would be really annoyed if I don't find that helmet, because it's not like I can order one of those again. Oh no. Keep your eyes peeled for a Phase 1 helmet that's very similar to this, but it has different markings. They're meant to be, they're really weird and obscure clones. That's the one that gets eaten by the spider droid. The two clones are called Red Eye and Mixer. I just saw them because they looked cool. Sorry, I bought them because they looked cool. Found it. It's harder to find the marking, but that's the other one.
Hmm.
So do you remember that Clone Wars episode where they're on... I'll give it a joke and try it later. You remember that Clone Wars episode where they're on that ship and it's like murder mystery?
Yeah.
These two clones are from that episode.
Mm-hmm.
So these two, one of them, it's the one that, you know, the spider droid pretends to move the clone body. It's one of those clones. Perfect. You want me to jokingly try ASMR? I don't know if my voice is suited for that. I can't do it. That's not within me to try that. I don't know. Welcome to the days. No. I feel annoyed at myself attempting to do what you've jokingly asked me to do. I shall do no more. There's a more modern Senate Commando. It's not that I don't want it on the shelf, but I already have plenty of them on the shelf. So quite a few of the Senate. Those figures are lost their coolness factor thanks to Lego. Because these used to be like semi-hard to find. Because they're only ever in 2 sets. And those sets are from a long time ago. But then Lego decided to make a battle pack of these guys. Which is not something I'm a fan of. I don't know, there's some mini figures that were cooler when they were more rare. I don't make a Cloud City Boba Fett battle pack. That'd be funny. I mean, funny for me because I didn't pay for $2,000 for mine. I'll put that in that drawer over there. Yeah, see, I done it for fun. And I got annoyed at myself for doing it. It's funny. Right, well, first contribute. Well, we've done more than the 30 minutes I said I would. We will have to go out. I'm going to have a bit of that pie at some point, though. Because we've got the cream for it as well. Here's a cool minifigure. 2010 Rocket Droid Commander. Can't remember what set this guy's from, though. I think it's from the 2010 Tri-Droid.
There is a B2 who is missing legs.
There's a B2 who's missing his legs.
No, those are...
You mean there's some legs that are missing a B2?
Yes.
I know where that B2 is, don't worry. That is all sorted and accounted for. We will take, there's a Dooku's pilot droid. That's actually an Attack of the Clones minifigure. This guy we can get fixed, sorted. The majority of my clone army is actually kept under my bed. I've not brought it out for months. But I'll be honest, I've not went nuts building it like I usually do. Do you know what? I'm happy that I ain't cut out for it then. Not for me. Do you know what the really messed up part is? I bet those people make decent money. Those YouTube channels. Because I watched a thing a while ago about YouTube channels that make like outrageous amounts of money and how they do it. And weirdly enough, people doing ASMR is like one of those things that make a lot more money than you would think. Like, people get paid idiotic amounts of money to whisper into a microphone. So like if I was being paid to do Lego YouTube, I feel like that's more respectable than that. Where's that bag of Old Republic stuff? A couple of figures for it. Thank you. These I wanted to build an army of at one point as well, and I didn't. Old Republic, the Republic troopers from that one. Got 2 of them. That's as far as I actually think I got with that. There's a bag of stuff of minifigures that we will deal with in an upcoming stream. 40 minutes into this, Jesus, right. I suppose this helps us stay up all night, eh? Right then, that's there. So, depending on what happens, there may be a part 2 tonight. We're actually going to start packing up. I've noticed there's many YouTube channels I don't understand getting the views that they do and the money that they do. Like, I'm proud of this, right? I've almost got 4,500 subscribers. I've been doing this for 11 years. I never started this channel for views or for money. I started because I enjoy doing stuff with Lego and other things. But we're primarily a Lego channel. I even have a second channel, which has got, what, 250 subscribers. But that channel goes through periods of being dead. On that channel, I do stuff with like retro games and like other stuff like that. That's kind of like Blu-rays and all that kind of thing. So it's like my other interest is like physical media. So, or retro media, you might want to call it. I'm going to take the Alien Conquest ship out and put that over here. I don't get it. Like, again, there's so many YouTube format. Like, me and the guy I've got in here, right? He's called Terra Killer T1. He reviews Power Rangers, Transformers, and I've even done some Lego stuff, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
He's even done a bit of Lego. Like, he does stuff like that. Me and him do content that's a bit, obviously it's not fully edited, it's not fully studioed with microphones, lights, and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like we try harder than what some... What are you doing?
Keeping all of them together. Minifigs.
Oh, why so?
I don't know.
But like I feel like we try harder. Like, see, once a YouTube channel gets so big, I feel like they don't try as hard, some of them. And you know, this YouTube channel is not my full-time job. I actually have a job. Well, I'm not going to discuss what it is, but yeah, like, this is just a hobby of mine that I enjoy doing. And it's weird watching some of the things that become... I'll tell you one that I find cool that exists, right? Personally, not for me, but I do find it cool that this became a YouTube genre. Yeah, true. I'll tell you one YouTube channel type that I find interesting. I wonder if you knew this was a thing. So also, I collect retro games. Well, I suppose I hate call it this. The 360 would be considered retro now. PS1 and 2 definitely are. And also, I collect things like VHS tapes, old DVDs, Blu-rays, and old box sets, right? And there's a YouTube, something I recently found out, because when I started a few weeks ago making videos of this stuff, on my other channel, I found out that there's a genre of channel devoted were purely just to showing off DVD menus, Blu-ray menus, showing you all the special features. They don't click on the things to play them. But there's a YouTube channel just for showing you extra features on movies. That's like getting, I don't know, Alien or The Thing, and then just showing off their additional menus. And I think it's cool that that's a format, but the fact that makes money is crazy. Yeah, I've seen it's like a huge thing in the cosplay community as well. I'll take the K2SO. What's wrong with him?
Giving him a straight arm.
That's so he can smack people. Yes, I'm taking them to imprison them in prison. Yes, he's quiet! And there'll be a fresh one if you mouth off again.
Have you seen the movie The Book of Life?
Is that the animated one?
Yes. I
believe so, yeah. Is that actor in that as well? Is that what you're going to tell me?
No, the actor for Andor is in it.
No. No, I think see, let me be honest, right? Yes, I do this as a hobby. I've made a bit of money doing it. Like, not crazy amounts. Like, I could never live off being a YouTuber, but through things like TikTok and all these other places I sometimes do it, it's been a little bit of money's made. Mostly through TikTok. But let's be honest, I'm a Scottish guy, so I don't think my voice is quite suited for ASMR. But I think if I knew that I could do it, I would. If I knew I could make the money, I totally would. Honestly, I've tried streaming services, right? I don't mind Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, Paramount Plus, all those, but I find this more satisfying. Like, yes, I collect games for things like the PSP, the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 1 and 2, right? Now, I could get a PC or a Steam Deck and just emulate all this, have it all be a digital file, and that's something people have suggested, but I like to physically have the things. It's like, most people understand the Blu-rays and the DVDs, but here's where it gets a bit extreme. I've went to the VHS route with things. I occasionally upload on TikTok, and now you've mentioned that I may do something on there later. But VHS, it's like some of these movies, I have, of course, got Star Wars on DVD, right? They're going to be up in that stack somewhere. I've got The Shining on Blu-ray. It's there, but VHS is weirdly something I enjoy. I've not done any content with this year, but it's also the benefit of the physical disc is some of the shows, we now live in a world where something upsets somebody or their feelings, it'll be removed from a streaming service as to not offend, which I can't be bothered with. If you don't like it, do not watch it. So a lot of comedies and shows that I like no longer get shown on places they don't have streaming services. Yeah, it's Captain Rex Productions 72 official. I've got like 6,000 something followers. For example, some shows that I like: The Professionals, Monty Python's Flying Circus, Blackadder, Porridge, all those kind of shows. Because they're not really politically correct, they don't really have stores. The BBC have not started a very good streaming service with all this stuff. Or ITV, like, they only show certain episodes of that on TV now, but it's the less violent ones. The most less interesting one. So it's like physical media is fun for that reason. Rather than try to figure out if a streaming service has something, has it been taken away? It's like some of these games as well, right, will never get remasters because of licensing or problems like that. So owning them physically, and some of these games cost £1, so they're fun to try. Like one I picked up recently, UFC 2009 Undisputed, costs £1. Why not? But that'll conclude it for tonight's live stream. I may be live again later, depends on how things go. We'll go from there, but I'll see you guys later on.